What's up, friends of the good mood? This is Manni and welcome to a video discussing on which different platforms you can now play War Robots and what the, changes or advantages, disadvantages are to each platform. We all know that you could play it on your mobile devices, tablet or phone, on Android or iOS. We also have to say here that Android players were not yet, I'm not sure if that might change, able to play with the iOS players together. It was a different platform, so to speak. And then there was the Memu Surface, an app or program for your PC that helped you emulate the operating system of your mobile device, and therefore you will able to play the same account of your mobile device on your PC now. Also with slightly better graphics and everything, but also with PC controls. Now there's very recently a new platform risen that's called the Facebook Gameroom. Okay, it's kind of like Steam, just focusing on mobile games, and it's very new, so there are a couple of problems, like no full screen yet and stuff like that. But this is exactly the point of this video. Because I'm doing these starter guide video episodes for War Robots, and I need to make sure that everyone who starts playing this game knows what he's gonna get himself into when he starts playing on a certain platform, right? Certain advantages and disadvantages. For example, the Gameroom has currently a lot cheaper prices, while of course the iOS and Android devices, they match you against players who are very experienced and seasoned and have a lot of stuff unlocked already that you as a new player might not have right now. So there are clear advantages or disadvantages to be starting on certain platforms, and that's the point of this video in light of my starter guide for War Robots. So this right here would be my Android operating system emulated by Memu. So it basically is on the PC, which otherwise I would not be able to be here with microphone and camera. But yeah, I can play my main account by clicking on War Robots here, installing it, defining the controls as you see it down here. And this is also something I'm going to show you in this video, how you make those controls happen. Yes, I've already done that. And yeah, so now we are on the same account as my phone is, which of course is an advantage. I can be, I don't know, at a super boring event and have my phone with me, so I can just log in and have a blast with War Robots, right? So that's pretty awesome, and then I can go home and play the same thing here on the PC. Now, that's mobile device. Still, there is, however, also the Facebook Gameroom, and it looks like this here. I've already installed the game here. You can find it there and install it, no problem. You will have to create a new account and link it there to Facebook or whatever, I'm not sure, but one thing is for certain, you can't just link it with your Android account that you already have and have your progress over transferred. This doesn't work, right? One thing that I want to show you here is the price advantages. Check out these offers, man. You're never gonna get those on the current Android version of the game, right? So there definitely are some advantages on each platform. You also have players here that you can encounter that you can deal with a lot better than the ones who already have a couple of level 12 things. So yeah, just so you know, this is important to consider when starting to play on War Robots now, right? So here, this is it. This is the version on the Facebook Gameroom. One thing that we will see is that the game is way too loud. I'm sorry, and the frame rate is like super on. Look at the frame rate, man. That's something you don't have on the Android version of the game. Such a nice, smooth frame rate. That's new. Also the graphics and everything. We're going to draw a comparison completely between graphics and yeah. So let's go into it right here. So, in order to make the decisions for newcomers easier on which platform to start on when playing War Robots, this is here a comparison and pro and cons for both platforms, okay? The PC Gameroom here, new platform, new players, high performance, high resolution and graphics. The other players are less experienced, you can catch up with them faster at currently cheaper prices, and it seems to be having less lag. That's just my impression currently. And on the con side, we have disadvantages like less players, no full screen option yet in the Gameroom. I don't know what they were thinking when they did that. They're a gaming platform, what the heck. Game connected to Facebook is something you have to be, and then no in-game language change unless you change it on Facebook. That also kind of sucks. So that would be the version for the Gameroom. Now here's the advantages and pros and cons for the mobile device. We have a huge amount of players in that. You have a gigantic player base. It's astronomically large. We have test servers and stable clients. We have playable everywhere. Tablet, PC, phone, wherever you are, you can play the Android device, right? And that's pretty damn cool. And no Facebook is required, which is also a pro. Harder to catch up, like I said, is also going to be a con here on the mobile version. Many experienced players, less graphical finesse, of course, more expensive prices as of July 2017 right now, and no cross-platform yet. It is a game that is across a lot of platforms, but it's not fully cross-platform where you can play with everyone everyone connected, and that is something, it just needs to be known so that people who start off can choose the right platform, the same one that their friends are on, for example, right? So in order to be able to start playing on Memu, you need to, and I also want to include that here in this starter guide, you click this quick button right there, it will open the drop-down menu to the side, and then you basically get on the little control keyboard, you will get this here, and what you do, you just here drop down and drag here the D-pad basically, make it bigger and fit it to the D-pad there in the background, then you right-click on the red fire button and make it be assigned to space by pressing space afterwards. Q should be the lock-on button, and or change target button, and E the special ability button, and boom, have fun. So yeah, that's what I would suggest you guys to do, and I will now be comparing the graphics directly with you guys here on the different versions, showing you the same map area in different game modes to show you perfectly the graphics. And this right here was me starting on the PC game room before I made all that progress. And yeah, this is also where I'm going to make the starter guide on, because it looks more beautiful and I had to start over again anyways for this starter guide. So why not on the new platform right away, right? So here, let's go into the graphical comparison. Jump right into the gameplay of the new PC platform called Facebook Gameroom. You should immediately realize that there is like twice as many FPS at least. It's 60 frames per second, super smooth gameplay with high resolution, no borders, no unclean things. It just looks a lot better, and it also handles itself that much better with the controls and everything. It really is a great way to play the game. I was lying if I was saying that it's not significantly much improved to the game version on mobile, and it needs to be said that I was even playing the game on mobile already on PC emulated and with an improved graphics, right, and a PC gaming system that handled the game. So I was already having as much benefit as there was to be possible on the mobile version, and still I must say clearly here the version on the Facebook game room here is a completely different universe when it comes to the quality. And yeah, hey buddy. What's going on? Oh man, he's just following me now. But yeah, so that's the game room. I just wanted to show you how it looks like. So in light of our comparison, we're back here on the mobile game client on the same map, same situation almost, just a different bot and tier level. Let's first fire a bunch of rockets over there and kill that guy real quick. That should do it, right? No, of course not. It's always that last sliver of health that is remaining. I don't know if it's just me, or it seems like every time for that last little bit of sliver of health, I need to pump a complete magazine in there. But hey, that's not what this is about. It's about walking through the same specific road and path that we have just gone before on a Facebook game room. It's right here, and if you compare them, hold them next to each other, then you will definitely see the difference in terms of graphical finesse here. But it also needs to be mentioned that it's very well playable also normally here on the game client, right? It is not 100% required to play on the Facebook game room, because it actually runs pretty good also on the normal game. But it is a little bit more graphical performance there in power, because it does use the PC hardware a lot more efficient than the emulating software of Memu does it, right? But I wanted to show you basically the same situation and the same place on two different platforms. So guys, in order to give you an answer on which platform you should start as a new player, which I can't really do, I need to just ask you certain questions, and then you will see for yourself which platform is the better one, right? Do you have friends on certain platforms that you might want to play together with, and if so, which platforms are those, right? If you don't have friends to play with yet, then maybe you just start on the new platform, because there aren't so many experienced seasoned players up there. You can compete with them much easier, and you're not so far behind. However, if you have your playtime mostly on the phone because you're on meetings or whatever and you only have like a half an hour break, this is where you have to play, then of course mobile it must be, right? So this is how I can help you with find the right answer, but I can't really decide that for you guys. There's too many advantages and disadvantages on both sides, and it just depends too much on your own life on how to do it, right? I want to say at the end here, I'm happy that I managed to get this video episode out here. It represents 0.1 or whatever, 0.5, I don't know, of the Starter Guide War Robots video series, because I've already made episode 1, unfortunately, that is how to get to level 10 as fast as possible with making the right decisions along the way, avoiding mistakes, everything. So I've already done that, and this is episode 1. So this one here kind of has to be 0.5 or something like that, okay? But the full starter guide is going to be uploaded really soon. All the videos are going to come. That's why I haven't done so many recently. I've been working so hard on those videos. And I guess the only thing left to say is, guys, have a look in the video description. It's really important. That's where all the information and the useful links for you are combined. Where do I get the Memu program? Where do I get to this? And how do I get, you know, all this stuff is in there. Also, the video description is the link to the video playlist with a full starter guide for War Robots. And yeah, so go ahead. It's really important. I also use the video description to add information. When something became out of date, I'm just updating the video description so I can additionally give info to the video without having to redo the whole thing. In this spirit, guys, I'm just going to now show you the comparison between the graphics of these other maps that I spoke about and say thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and comment down below, and if you haven't already, hit subscribe. As brutal as a man can hit for more. Thanks for bearing with me, you guys are awesome as always. Manni-Gaming signing off. Bye-bye.